I should've let you know that you're my only one. I know you're feeling low.
Now you have been very vocal about a lot of things, and
Yes.
we do appreciate you being here today. But we do want to ask you the things that people are concerned about.
Say the pleasantries. Let's get to it.
No question. Let's get to it, because a lot of us as black people were very upset with the MAGA hat and the stance that you took on Donald Trump. And we mentioned it off air earlier. You went on Jimmy Fallon and had a conversation. And
hold on.
Jimmy Kimmel.
Did I say it wrong? I'm sorry, Jimmy Kimmel.
So what? Just don't confuse me with the questions. Do you want to just talk about the MAGA hat and the stance?
Here's what. Well, first I want to say.
Don't give me no compound thing. Make it simple for me, please.
Okay. Here's the question. How can you feel like you could support Donald Trump when he stands for so many things that are against black people in our struggle?
We all know the fact that black people used to be Republican, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, liberals, right, left, red, blue, it's like a gang. It's like Bloods and Crips. See, he said Bloods and Crips. He been into LA too long. You know?
He said Jimmy's in the mall.
I'm not on no side. I got love for everybody. And I think wearing the hat was a statement of bravery and to not be in control and programmed, that as a people we have to have a monolithic thought, because if we have a monolithic thought we are easily controlled and could also possibly be easily eliminated. We have to think and voice our separate opinions, because if we want to talk about the TMZ statement, they cut our tongues. Now today, we can say all we want about social media, dissing somebody, did Ye get pushing this information, this. But I know black people that voted for Trump that was scared to say that they did out loud. That's some 1984 thought control, mind control, programming shit.
Yeah. Right.
So, because I've never voted in my life, in all honesty, and because my voice is so strong, I never even told people my opinion or my stance to after he won. I didn't want to influence it, but I have the right as an American to have my own opinion.
You do have that right.
Yeah.
I feel like...
Real quick, do you think wearing the hat, because your wife did a wonderful thing, and she got Alice Johnson out of jail for meeting Donald Trump, do you think the hat, and you wearing the hat, assisted in that whole situation happening?
Yes. And what I want to say is, in my opinion, politicians are politicians. It's not one that's particularly better than the other. And I understand as black people, since we want to speak in the separation, because we're actually one race. The human race is actually one race. Race is a man-made construct that was invented a couple hundred years ago. I'm sure GLC can give me the exact history on that. I'm sure inaccurate about the history of it. But we actually are one race as human beings. But if we want to do the division of our culture and our color being black, I understand, that we had 8 years where we loved the idea of a black president, and now it seems like we took a step backwards to where we only saw, white presidents our entire life. And it's like we would rather have a female president than to see another white man be president again. And I understand and I feel that, but I just don't agree with it.
I think some people have the problem that they feel like your stance and your support of this particular person almost erases some of the pro-black struggle things that we've associated with you through your music in the past. Like I mentioned earlier when you were talking about the lyric where you said your grandfather took your mother to the sit-ins and that's in your blood, and that was representing the struggle. So I think a lot of people feel like if you represent the struggle, how could you possibly represent this man? Let's take away the politics and the red and the blue, but this particular man.
Like, let's act like America. Let's act like America was our girlfriend for a second. Trump being in office is like if you broke up with your girlfriend and she fell out with her girlfriend, and you get on the phone with her, and she lets you know everything that your girlfriend been doing the whole time. Lets you see this. Like you say, the detention center. That's something that was happening through a lot of different presidential eras. And now we're seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a very transparent person. I like transparency. I like exposure. I want to be exposed to the information so I can make my decision. And I knew that this rogue personality was going to allow me to see and understand and allow my brothers to understand what we were dealing with. All the marches, people fighting, people standing up, people having a conversation about politics, our well-being. I knew that this was going to happen if he got into office. It's like, whether you like it or not, it could be a traumatic experience, it could be whatever it is, but sometimes you want to say, like, that's the whole funny thing is, we talk about get out, woke, or that flash of light or something.
Right.
That's a flash of light to us as an entire community to see things that we wasn't seeing when Obama was in office.
But
It's
that
like,
was still happening. You
that
see.
was still happening. It's like we as a collective wasn't woke.
Right. That's fair
Now
enough.
everybody is woke.
Okay.